It'll be tough to forget. And here comes this bout. And of course, the time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A perfect counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Punch got him clean. Well done with that counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to get on to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Men step back for just a moment. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round.
I need you to focus on the
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. misses with that uppercut. It's bombs away. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods took it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want
to... So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but on to the fourth we go. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Which fighter will say no mas? Punch and just got countered. The courage on display here is incredible. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes. Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Fantastic punch. counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
But you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that lap. There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes and the focus. Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. Parries that jab away. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Can't score with that right uppercut. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This is with that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes. And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's a very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace. To get a unanimous decision, that is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.